What's good? What's good? We're back again. Blocc Talk with Chris and Smoke. We got Chris. I'm Smoke. Today we got a couple special guests. First off, I got the homie Moto One. What's good, bro?
Yo, what up, Smoke? What up, Chris?
What's up?
How you guys doing? Good?
We're doing, man. We're just here. Shit. We're having a good time, you know? So, shit, off top, of course, I know you. I've been knowing you for a minute, but let the people that might not know you or might be familiar with you, let them know about you a little bit.
I go by Moto One, upcoming artist right now out of East Lakewood, California, 562 area. I've been doing music for some time now. It's just been a journey. It's
a grind, right?
It's been a journey, a grind, and it's something that we just can't stop doing.
Definitely. When you love it, you love it. Sometimes there's ups and downs, but you just keep pushing. For sure. So Moto, you also you have your movement, Soul City Advocates. Can you touch on that a little bit?
Yeah. So Soul City Advocates, SCA Records, or Soul City Advocates. It's just a collective of artists throughout the years that it's a bunch of homies that just come together and just share our creativity of music. And we like to call ourselves a voice of the streets.
Right.
So we basically, we just, express ourselves, the trials and tribulations that everyone goes through nowadays.
Definitely.
But it's basically just a platform that we created some time back to all give us a voice.
Yeah, for sure. For those of y'all that might know, actually, Moto was in my Lifted video. Remember when we did that Lifted video? We had a photo shoot with Rob
I do.
G,
I do. Yeah.
I think it was for Rob G's flyer or something like that.
Yeah, I had to think about it.
Yeah.
Time goes by. That's
been a minute.
It's good memory. Good memory. I do. That was a good times, man. Great times.
So it's funny because Rob G don't smoke, so
right.
all of us are in a circle smoking, and we're just kind of passing it over Rob G.
Right.
But yeah.
Moto, introduce us to your homie right here.
And, introduce us to the homie.
Go ahead, D. You want to let the people know who you are?
Well, yeah. Well, shit. First of all, thank you guys for having us right here.
For sure.
Chris, Smokey, my boy Moto. I go by D323. Originated from LA. Pacific 9002 South Central. I've been knowing Moto for almost 2 years now, I want to say. He introduced me to his music shit, and we've been grinding ever since.
You guys
nonstop.
are killing it. Your albums are pretty good.
We appreciate you. Thank you, Chris. That means a lot.
I've done a few shows with Moto, but I think the last show that I did with both of y'all, I think was in Pomona.
Pomona. That was
shout out Pomona. Shout out our producer Rob. We got one fool straight from Pomona too.
Rob G out of Bell Gardens. Shout out to Rob G.
Rob G too. Yeah, a couple of good folks right there. Appreciate you.
That was a good show.
I was gonna say I appreciate you for inviting us, folks. Thank you. That's what I wanted to get out. I appreciate you. Smoke has always been A1 since day one. Always showing support and always inviting me to all your events, bro. And I just want to say I'm so happy for this platform with you and Chris are doing. I'm just saying it's incredible. And like I was telling my boy ATS behind the scenes, it feels great to be here,
that's good, man.
Chopping it up,
I said we're kind of like, we definitely, our podcast have touched on different things, but we kind of like the bringing out artists, becoming artists that are somewhat established, or because it's just a good way. It's like all about trying to get the way I look at it. Everybody should be winning one way or another. So whatever
enough
we can
money
do,
for all of us.
Right.
That's a good way to say it. Yeah.
So whatever we can do to help other artists that are doing, because I'm still me. Like I said, I'm not as big as I'd like to be, but definitely, this is helping me, and then I want everybody else to be kind of on the same level to where we're just pushing whatever we can do to put ourselves out there so people get exposed to us.
Right. It's all about supporting each other's.
Yeah, definitely.
Supporting each other's businesses, brands, labels, platforms. Everyone has their own. Everyone's pushing for something. So if we could just spread the word and let our viewers and our listeners, catch traffic in between traffic. We could just build up more traffic for each other. More lanes and more opportunities and more. So we can all shine,
Yeah, definitely. That's the thing. Everybody needs to shine, It's like we're all talented in our own ways. We all do something that we feel is important. So want to share that with the world. So that's kind of why we like bringing the artists out. So that's kind of where the focus that we've kind of gotten. Like there'll be episodes where it's just her and I, but we like bringing our other artists out because we like getting other people's, even when we're asking questions, like get your opinion. You know, we might, what do you think about this, or what do you think about that? You know, so it's always good to get other people, and definitely again, it's an opportunity for everybody to kind of get their shine on a little bit. Like, oh shit, you know, he's on a podcast, and you know, so.
Right.
So, question: how did you get your name?
Well, my government name starts with a D. You know, I ain't trying to say it right now. You know, you feel me? You feel me? But so everybody just calls me D. 323. You know, area code. You feel me? Some LA shit.
What about you, Moto?
It's been a nickname that I've been known for since part like elementary, going into
so just
junior high. Yeah. Growing up, it was a big graffiti culture in my area, so everyone kind of had their nicknames. So I kind of want something that would kind of identify to, you know, my background.
Yeah.
And you know, I kind of got it from Quasimodo, you know, but I just took off the Quasi and just kind of ran with it, and then it kind of just stuck.
Yeah. No,
and then,
I was over here thinking, maybe he got it from a fast ass car or some shit, you know, like.
That's another side. I do dabble in that life, in the car life too, but you know,
that's what I thought at first. I was like, okay.
Good, you caught it, definitely. But
I'm glad that you guys came on, because at the end of the day, I was looking at your music and I was like, hey, why didn't we invite him? You know, and then you came up with it, so it was kind of like perfect for us. When he told me, I was like, great.
Yeah, that's dope.
So
that's dope.
Be assured that you were a part of the plan. Either way.
At some point, there was like a few people. There was you guys, the homie, you know, Little P or Little P.
Right. Shout to P.
Him too. He was part of the plan too. But it was like, okay, let's kind of get this in motion first. Let's see how it goes, where we're going. So we had a few episodes with just us.
Right.
And then I think our first artist we brought was Bonda Don. We brought her on here, and that was dope. So that's kind of where we're like, you know what? I think it's dope just bringing artists out. You know,
right.
And because I can relate, because being an artist myself, it's like I like that. Like I've when I've been on other people's podcasts or whatever. It's like it's just a dope feeling. Just like, all right, you're being exposed to somebody, another audience, someone who might not be familiar with you yet, you know.
Right. So. I mean, you are surrounded by a bunch of dope artists, Smoke. He always his shows be having like 10, 13 artists on the lineup, which is dope, because you providing people you know, a platform to speak, you know, get their music out there. That's dope, man. I salute you for that, man.
I appreciate that, bro.
Damn. Thank you.
On that, and you know, he be funny sometimes, but I gotta shout out the homie BP Entertainment, because he's the one that kind of hooks up a lot of the shows sometimes, or he'll work with me or I'll work with him, and we'll kind of put it together, you know, make some calls or whatever. But shout out to him, because I don't think I've shouted him out on the podcast yet. So, but
shout out to the homie.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's talk about that collab that you guys have.
You want to elaborate on that, D, or
which of all of them?
The most recent one.
Yeah. Ghetto Boys Palm Trees, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we just had an idea. Like, it's funny how the world works, right? Like, me and Mato, so we known each other for like prior work history, whatever that ended. I'm working at some one place. I got him in. And that's where we meet our boy, Rob. We got one full producer. And we were already making music, you know, finding beats and all this. So we just tell this fool, like, hey, bro, like, he just tells us he does beats, you know. And we just send him some beats, you know. We trying to hear him. Let's see what you got. Trying to hear him. We made one of the first songs we made with his beat was No Smoke. Shout out Street Active for hopping on.
That track is pretty
That's
dope.
hard.
Yeah,
appreciate you. Yeah.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Shout out to Street Active.
Shout out Street Active. He showed love for sure. We got some more shit coming up with him too. But yeah, after that song, we're like, hey, we were thinking of dropping EPs or albums every month. We're like, they just cook some shit up with his beats. Mm-hmm. So we have it marinating right there, you know. Yeah. It's done, so we're gonna have some shit for y'all. Y'all gonna like it for sure, you know.
Yeah. Back. All right, so tell me about Goodfellas.
It's a 7-song EP produced all beats by our boy Rob. Goes by Rob. We got one fool. Like I said, he sent us beats. He different type of, he has different type of genres, beats, West Coast. It's mostly on the West Coast shit, So we're like, fuck it, let's just, since you have these type of beats, they all sound different, let's just fucking drop an EP with all your beats, bro.
That's sick.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope. When should we look out for it?
Shit, you gotta ask that for Moto. I'm ready when he ready.
Come on, you guys.
I'm ready when he ready.
We got it. We're just waiting for the right time. I mean, we're gonna drop it, but
summer's coming up. It's right here.
Yeah,
we
just dropped the single for it just to get it out there. We got a video for it already, in the vault. But we're just trying to stay patient and just keep building. But yeah, we definitely got that single. We just released. One of the singles out of the 7 songs that we're about to release. We just kind of went with the Goodfellas theme.
Actually 2, because No Smoke is on it too.
Oh yeah, No Smoke is on it.
Good.
Yeah, featuring once again Street Active. And then so it's produced by my boy Rod We Got One Fool. He's an upcoming producer out of Pomona, California. He's in some beats for
Drummer Boy, Swifty, Baby Stone Gorillas. He was tapped in with Money Sign Suede before he passed away. R.I.P. Suede. But that could have never happened.
Yeah.
That's dope though. So he's got a little.
He got some list going on, Yeah, he got.
He's like he's more than just a West Coast producer, but yeah, he's one of them upcoming L.A. producers for sure.
Definitely.
For sure.
Yeah. And definitely the West Coast sound has changed a lot,
Right.
Sure.
Like, I mean, I love the G-Funk shit, the 90s or whatever.
Right.
It's definitely, and it's crazy because, Dr. Dre is credited for the G-Funk, but then like the 2000s, I don't know if they still consider that G-Funk with all the pianos and the strings. This is some whole other shit.
Right.
It was dope though. It's like,
Right.
It was hard. So it's like, and that's still, it was West Coast. Like you'd hear a beat like that, it's West Coast.
Right.
And, and you got, there's a lot of producers now, but like everybody's coming with something different. So I kind of like that. It gives a variety because I don't want to say it's well, maybe for lack of a better term, they're universal beats. Beats that anybody can get on because So I like that. That's kind of where we're at right now. Because a lot of times I think the West Coast kind of like, oh, that's a West Coast shit. We're not gonna play that over here, But sometimes when you get somebody from out here on some like down south shit, it's like they'll play it and not even knowing that they're from the West Coast, and they're like, oh, So because I do feel like the West Coast doesn't always get as much credit as we should, and we influence a lot of things,
Right.
Yeah, it started in the East Coast, and of course, no one's ever gonna take that away. But a lot of the styles, even rappers from the last 20 years, are influenced by the West Coast. I feel like not even just the music, just our life, the life that we live. Whether you want to say gang culture or not to put that out there, like to promote it, but that's what it is. So the gang culture, everybody identifies with something that we started out here.
Right.
So yeah, for sure. But it's good. I like when producers kind of mix it up a little bit and have their own sound.
It's a very deep topic, because knowing your background in music, because like our boy E3, shout out to E3.
Yeah, E3, yeah.
Grew up off the West Coast, G-Funk, like cocaine and certain West Coast producers or whatnot.
Yeah.
And then we have the new generation where it's like
different
new culture, but they're blending it in. So it's always gonna be.
I'm starting to see it kind of. We're not. I don't want to say a full-on resurgence of the classic shit, but it is. It's kind of like the topics or subject matter, and it's still you got a lot of more party stuff now, or like like active turn up shit, but you still got the street stuff. There's a lot of like artists that I listen to that might not be out there like some of these other artists, but they're still on the street stuff, but they mix it up, so it's just
it's dope. Yeah, there's a lot of music right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's East versus West all over again with all this Drake and Chris Brown and all that shit going on.
Yeah.
But not really, but it's not as hard.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the whole Kendrick and Drake situation?
I don't know. I mean, shit.
What do you think?
I mean,
bro?
we're from that area.
Yeah, we're from that area. I mean, you have literally a whole ass team on your back. How you gonna have like 3-4 people write your fucking songs for you?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
yeah.
But to each their own,
Yeah, for sure. Man, I love Kendrick. I love Drake. I mean, it is what it is. They're both different. To me, I think that they're different genres. They're not in the same level. Because you got Kendrick. Kendrick's a lyricist. Like, that guy is up here, you know? And Drake is just loved by all this generation because he can dabble in everything.
Yeah.
It's just like Chris Brown. Chris Brown, he could rap, he could sing, he could play ball, he could do everything. He's the...
You got Chris Brown and Quavo right now.
Yeah, you know?
Having a little situation
he over here buying all his tickets. But
that's crazy.
But I kind of like it as long as it doesn't like really like go into. I mean, sometimes it's.
I don't think it'll get any further than what it
that.
is
As long
now.
as it's not getting into the streets, but like, and again, there are two different types of artists compared to like back in the days when you have like artist beef and they were like really street dudes.
Yeah,
that's
different.
That was like even like the back in the days, the whole like Death Row Ruthless stuff. You got all these street cats, you know. So, you know,
that was some real shit.
Gangster shit was happening for real. I mean,
I think we all lived in that generation where it was like, oh hell no, you know, if you're playing Biggie on this side, we're gonna get in trouble. You know, like you better be playing Tupac or some other shit. You know. Yeah. But I mean, I think we lived through a good time.
Yeah.
We lived through a good time.
I like a lot of people are kind of saying they like the whole. As far as the beef goes, it's making it interesting, you know. It's giving us something else to listen to versus, again, people. And nothing against the turn up music or partying and all that shit, but it's giving us, you know. And because they're really battling, you got to have some substance. You got to like really make it sound good or make it be good or have some kind of context behind it because now people are listening. Like, what's he gonna say next? You know. Yeah.
I heard the Chris Breezy one. He was going in. I ain't gonna lie. Crazy bars.
Yeah.
I just heard a bit of it, and then I heard the Kendrick, the Euphoria one. Yeah, he did his thing. You know, 6 minutes. 6 minutes is a lot. You know, it's 6 minutes. And then I don't know. I've this morning I heard I don't know Drizzy just dropped some.
Yeah,
did he?
I think that's what I saw too on Instagram or something like that.
So they're gonna keep on going, huh?
But I don't know.
It's gonna be like a never-ending thing.
I don't know. There's just a lot of.
But then Kendrick dropped some other shit right after.
Oh, okay. See, I'm barely keeping up with it, but this is all I know.
Kendrick did almost some back-to-back shit, so it's like
but it's cool. It's
fun.
It's entertainment.
It makes it interesting to listen to, and like how you said, people are listening and. Bars, you know, it's all about the music at the end of the day, and you know, sometimes behind the music and people's personal lives and credibility and all that might get intertwined with all that music. But I guess the ones that do know, or just the ones like us that don't know them, we just see what we know. But as a person that grew up listening to hip hop, it's part of the culture, and I
just think that they should do like a actual
like a verses or something.
Or they could do a verses.
Like an actual verses.
Okay.
Something, you know?
Okay, you right, you know.
I mean, why keep on dragging it out? You know?
Unless that's going to be the build-up, and then we're like, all right, we're just going to do this now, you know?
You know, like...
Yeah, it's going to be besties after that.
Yeah.
Some pay-per-view shit, and then then they're going to do a collab album, you know?
Yeah. There you go, something like that. As long as nobody ends up doing anything dumb at the end of the day. But I doubt it because this generation's kind of soft.
Yeah.
Not like that, but you know what I mean? It's a little bit different than what it was.
Yeah.
So.
For sure. So
it's a crazy generation nowadays.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
Different. A lot of resources out there nowadays.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Back in the days, I mean, I'm sure CDs. They're not even. They don't even exist no more, really. I know you still make CDs, but I mean,
CDs.
Streaming is the shit, you know?
Yeah,
right.
Shit. I've slowed down on like the CDs, but people would still buy them. Sometimes people especially if you're up and coming, like they want to hold on to some that's gonna be like, like even if they can stream you, this like damn, you know, I got this back when he was doing this, and now they're over here, you know, like even Nipsey, that was like 10 years ago, whatever, when he did the fucking $100 CD.
Yep, I remember that. Yep.
Yeah, you know, so it's like people still, you know, of course, streaming's a lot heavier now than it was back then, even, you know, but it's remember back in the days, you know, and like dudes have been around a while, you know, fucking burning your CD and just fucking giving them out and shit. I used to make these promo CDs and shit, just like little snippets and shit, and then hand them out and shit. Like I go to Hollywood sometimes, and like a lot of people try to sell their CDs, and people usually try to walk away like, I'm like, nah, bro, I ain't trying to sell to you. I'm just giving it to you. Here, check it out, you know. Check it out. And it's not like you got a full song. If I felt like it.
My car don't even have a CD player no more. When I think you gave me a CD. And I was
you're like, how am I gonna listen to this?
Because think about it, we don't have DVD players. Back in the days, you could throw a CD in the DVD player, listen to that shit, right?
Right.
Not even that.
I mean, I'm definitely from the CD era. I used to collect CDs, or I still have a CD collection. I do. It's like, you know, certain collectors collect vinyl, CDs, music, stuff like that. But it's still a thing, you know. Merch is still a big thing. If the listener likes the artist, they will purchase the merch. But
what was it? Someone, I think it was about a year ago, 2 years. I think they had a Busy Bone was on the Breakfast Club,
right?
And they were asking him like, "You're putting out CDs, like, dude, no, it's the same thing. Like she was saying, nobody has a CD player no more,
right?
It's all, but there's still ways to do it." And he was just talking about how the sound quality is like a lot more crisp on a CD versus streaming, because streaming is kind of he used the, how do you say it? Like when you send somebody a picture, you know,
like
a picture, eventually
it dithers down,
or
some shit.
So he's that's kind of how the music is when it's streaming, you know. So, but when you have like a CD, it's gonna sound nice and crisp. It's like it's clean, like you're just hearing it live, you know.
I collect records.
Dope.
So that's, to me, if I like really like a rapper or whatever, I'll buy a record, not a CD, but a record, because you could like put it up on the wall right there or something like that, you know. So to me,
and they can sign it too.
They can sign it too.
If you really want the artist to sign it,
so like,
are they gonna sign your phone, or are they gonna, sign the art piece?
So for me, I like records.
It's
because it sounds, the quality is really, really good.
I think that's what he had said too. It's like it's like records, you know, same thing. You got it's like real crisp, you know.
Yeah. You can tell the difference for sure. Well, I got sounds in my car, so everything sounds good. So you ain't got sounds in your car. Where we come from, it's kind of like you ain't riding right, right?
Sounds are necessary.
Yeah, gotta be louder than everybody on Pacific, right?
That's fucking blasting that shit up like 2, 3 in the morning, wake everybody up.
It's part of the culture, you know. Subbing in the neighborhood.
For sure. So on this EP that you guys are releasing, you guys got any features, like anybody that you guys brought on, whether homies, other artists?
Definitely. We got a couple of the homies on there. Shout out to GNS. That's one of my big bros right there. He's on 2 joints. And then shout out to the homeboy Nada.
Not me.
He got a joint on there too. Street Active as well.
Street Active. And then we got some out of towner. From Carolina, goes by Snapshot Sordo. Nice. It's pretty dope.
That's good. How was working with him?
It was cool. Like, you know, I hit him up for the first song. I'm gonna give you guys a little like background. For the first song, it's gonna be kind of like a little cipher.
All right, cool. So I love ciphers.
So so it's gonna be what, 5 artists in total with us.
Damn.
And we just had the idea. We're like, hey, this beat is hard, bro. It's like you could just talk your shit on this beat. And then I just told Moro, hey, why don't we do like a little fucking cipher for this shit? Collab. Let's try to collect different artists, you know?
Yeah.
So I was hearing who like I could hear on this. I heard them. I went to his show. I'm like, hey, bro, like, I DM'd him like, hey, I could really hear you on this beat.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like you down to do like a little feature. So like, yeah, I sent him the beat. He's like, oh, I fuck with it for sure, like, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop on. Talking about Snapshot, my bad. And so I just sent him the beat. He did that shit right quick. He sent it back. So like, and then I was like with Moto, I'm like, hey fool, like he sent the beat back, right? Let's see what this fool got. He pop it down. After his verse, he hops on. We just see him go in. I'm like, damn, this fool hard. What the fuck? I was surprised. I like, damn. Right, cool. Snapshot Sordo. He's from Carolina, South Carolina.
That's the good thing about this era though. Like now, I mean, preferably sometimes you want to have people in the studio with you, or at least kind of working together. But the fact that sometimes you can't, because it's a distance or whatever, it's nice that you can just send. You know, like I have a artist. He's featured on 2 songs on my upcoming album. On a song called Shoebox Money, and the other one's called Overthinking. And he's from Philadelphia. Like he tapped in with me one day. He's like, "Hey, bro, your music's hard. I like your shit." I'm like, "Oh, for sure, man." He's like, "I do music too." I'm like, "You do?" So he sent me some. He emailed me some songs. I was like, "Damn, this is pretty hard," you know. And I like it because it's kind of got that East Coast flow to it. It's like more of that. How do I say? More of that classic, you know, East Coast versus, you know, everybody's kind of. Nothing against autotune, but everybody's either auto-tuning or just kind of everybody kind of sounds like that's why it's harder to tell where people are from nowadays sometimes.
Right.
But he had that classic you know, that East Coast sound, and he's so I was like, yeah, I got 2 songs I think you'd be dope on if you want to do them. Just I sent it to him, shit, like within like maybe 2 days, I had both songs back. I'm like, oh shit, good shit, you know.
No, it's fucking quick.
So that's the good thing about this era. Like now you can email if you have to, you can email somebody.
Right.
You know.
The beats and then everything comes together.
Everything.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Like I know we did well, I went to the session when the homie Rob G and the other homies were recording that song for Rob G's album.
Right.
But I didn't record my shit because I wasn't prepared. I didn't even know. I thought I was just going to go chill with Rob G, and he's like, you got your verse? I'm like, oh shit, you want me on the song? I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to do this afterwards. But then I did the shit at home, and then I emailed it to you.
Right, you sent it through, yeah.
So
I think I sent it back to you. Yeah, I did.
Shout out Rob G too.
Shout out to Rob G, man.
We Rob motherfucking G. We do have a song with him too. Yeah. It's called Deposits. I don't know if you guys heard it.
Yeah.
That's the one we performed over there with Pomona.
Shout out to Rob, man. That's the bro right there, man.
Bro.
You guys planning on any shows for the summer?
Probably with Smoke and Rob G. Probably most likely.
Like I think I brought this up the last few episodes. Right. I'm trying to have my album done and do some type of release party, but for sure I want you guys to come through.
Right.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate
you. We'll definitely be there.
I do have that. Definitely. You were I'm gonna probably hit up Little P. I'm not sure if he'd be available, but for sure, like I gotta get Moto and D3 on that shit because you guys it's just hard. I like the whole vibe. Like you guys.
Appreciate that.
Good energy and shit.
We like to have a good time, you know. It's like just good times, you know.
For sure.
It's
fun.
It's just good times.
There's sometimes there's shows like you're just not feeling the vibe, but you're there and you got to do it.
Right. So, we're just having fun, you know.
But when you're like having fun and enjoying yourself, that's like when. That's when those are the ones you remember. Like
especially when the bros, when we all get together, we make something happen, you know. And then definitely, that's definitely always dope.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, and you guys always get good ass venues too.
Yeah, we try, So besides like y'all music, what do you guys be listening to? It doesn't even have to just be hip hop. Like, what do you guys listen to? Like,
that's a great question.
I listen to everything.
Yeah, that's definitely. I try to tap in with. I try, listen to everything. I mean, I grew up listening to different genres.
Yeah.
But I try to keep my ears open.
No, for sure.
From anyone from LA to the East Coast, in between, or anyone that's in the hip hop culture that's really making some noise, or really doing that.
Anybody specific though that you kind of listen to?
There's too many names, but there's too many names. There's too many names. I mean, all the names. There's too many names. But
for sure.
But
you don't want to put one before the other.
I just want to shout out to my bros, whoever that knows that we've been just been really staying consistent, and just enjoying what we love to do. And
sure, you've been consistent since I met you. You've been consistent. You're always putting something out, doing something. So it's like every time that we had shows together, but it's like you got some new shit. I'm like, all right, I'm feeling that. It's like so you're always consistent. So that's a good thing. And what you guys got going on right now, I'm really feeling that. So hopefully you guys keep coming with them bangers and shit.
Oh, definitely appreciate that though.
Shout out to Smoke though. We got some music coming out too. I'm just hearing them out, listening to him. But we got some shit coming out too.
Yeah, Moto jumping on the album too. So
we got
for sure.
it's marinating right now.
Yeah, no doubt.
We definitely cooking. But no, that's a good question. Yeah, I just want to shout out to everyone that's been helping us out down this process. We just did a video with the homeboy Sleepy, for our single we just dropped.
Ghetto Birds and Palm Trees.
Ghetto Birds and Palm Trees, a single off the project that we are releasing very soon, sometime this year. And then
and then we have an upcoming feature with, like we said, IE, Finest. Doggy Style, we have a little, something a little bit different. Shout out to that A for sure. They're doing their shit. Drummer Boy.
Yeah.
Them fools.
Doggy Style for sure.
Doggy Style.
Blue Rags. I think Blue Rags is locked up right now. So Blue Rags, but
there's a lot of dope people out there.
Riverside and shit. And then we got I think Blast is from the IE, if I'm not mistaken, right? I think Blast is blowing up, and I think he's from the IE too.
Is that where he's from?
I think that's what I heard in an interview.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean we can still consider him LA because he he fucks with everybody from LA, and even like first time I actually heard Blast was a few years ago, and he did a song with Mozzie. I Ain't Perfect. So that was that's the first time I heard Blast, and I'm like, this dude's gonna fucking go somewhere. Sure enough, like, he's doing his thing for sure. So Yeah, so the West Coast got a lot of people. You know, sometimes it's like I said, they just don't always like to shine the light on us. And I'm not shitting on anybody for their opinions or whatever. But I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is,
like,
man. That's why we talk.
We're always, I guess, I think we're born to be and always end up being the underdogs. But but at the same time, though, we're underdogs, but we influence everybody else, whether they want to, admit it or not.
Exactly.
But,
yeah. That's why I told we'd be talking, having these talks every day. Like, we love to work with other people, different creativity, all that.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we like doing the podcast too, because we're able to like meet new people, new styles, everything. Yeah. I mean, I think that this is where we decided to go.
Yeah, for the most part,
new artists coming up, stuff
artists,
like that.
Just that's
from every area, like
it's very helpful for artists. And we appreciate your guys' time. Like,
and like
very
I said, it's been beneficial to me because like now it's like because like I said, they might not know me as an artist, but they might be curious,
Right.
Like, oh, he does music too. And
Right.
And like the first few episodes, like she was kind of doing a thing where she'd ask me about a different song or a video, so I kind of give a backstory on the song and maybe the recording process, the video. I had the boy Gas Mask Boy. I think we were talking about the O video.
Oh yeah.
When the titty popped out, homegirl. Yeah, but
That's funny.
We're trying to get our feet in, kind of figure out where we're going with this, and then I go, you know what? I like doing this new artist thing. This is what works for us.
Right.
It works for them and it works for us.
Yeah.
That's really dope. So, you guys are definitely
interesting for sure.
You guys are doing your thing. I see it. You guys are
slowly but sure. We've only been on for like, I think we barely hit 5 months, and we're already hitting almost 2.
Yeah, that's why I told them. I'm like, how long have they been fools here? Because they have videos and they're already hitting Ks. I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
so
she's real busy. I'm busy. Sometimes our schedules don't always allow it, but we'll try to get it in when we can.
Yeah.
But yeah, not for sure. But yeah, this is definitely, it's been good. It's fun. And like I said, I like vibing with people and shit. Like me and her, we close, so we always vibe, talk shit, whatever. So it's kind of do it when it's just me and her. But then it's like when you bring new people, like I'm saying, I know you guys, but she doesn't know you guys. So now she's kind of getting that vibe, vibing with you guys, and it's just fun.
We got something big planned, probably by next year for everybody. Hopefully. So. If everything goes the way we have it planned, which we can't say because sometimes you got haters out there.
Nah,
trying to sprinkle on your energy.
Right,
but we got some stuff planned, and hopefully it benefits everybody that we've been working with. Yeah. So, I mean, we're gonna go somewhere.
Yeah, one way or another, it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
it's happening. It's already in the making. It's there.
Yeah,
it's already manifested.
Yeah,
but
cool.
All right, so we're about to wrap this up, but shit. Moto and D323. You guys got anything you guys want to let the audience know? Where to find you? Stuff like that?
Appreciate everyone's time, but it's you can find me on all platforms. Moto One, that's MOTOONE. Spotify, Apple Music. Subscribe on YouTube. We got a few things in motion right now, so good. We just want to say thanks to all support and all the listeners out there, and just keep pushing out there. If you guys got a dream, just don't quit and
keep reaching for it.
Keep reaching for it.
Sure.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah. First of all, thank you guys for having us here.
For sure.
Thank you to all the supporters, always giving us good feedback. They're the motive we do this. I know we have other motives, but without a base, your words don't get out. So thank you guys. Just fucking link up. Just for everybody out there, just know we have more shit dropping. We're
waiting for that. Ghetto Birds and Palm Trees.
Ghetto Birds and Palm Trees on the way.
It's out on all platforms. Thank you.
It's out platforms.
Ghetto Birds and Palm Trees. It is out right now.
That is the single.
Yeah. It is a single right now.
It's a single.
Video.
If you haven't streamed it, go ahead and stream it before we drop the video.
Yeah, for sure.
Find us waiting on that EP.
On the EP
dropping soon. Very soon. Produced by, once again, Rob. We got one full. Shout out to the bro out of Pomona.
And thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you very much, Chris. Thank you, Smoke. We
appreciate y'all for real.
Thank you so much.
For sure. So, all right. With that being said, make sure y'all go like, subscribe, share this with your friends. Social media. Whatever we gotta do. We're trying to push this moment, but we're wrapping this up. Once again, shouts out to our guest Moto One D323, and This is Blocc Talk with Chris and Smoke. We got Chris, I'm Smoke, and we out.
We out. Appreciate y'all.